800 likes. It's stupid at this point. You know how it feels when you have a sore throat. You know how you start making weird noises in an attempt to clear it up. And you also, for some reason, start getting attracted to little kids. I don't know about you, but I get some weird side effects when I'm sick. So let's go back to the sore throat issue. So tell me, when did it all start? And what did you eat that day? But seriously, you start making noises. I don't have the ability to explain what they sound like, but the video will be a good representation for that. Let's just talk about some important stuff before you get to the video, my child. There is a very famous hotel in the UK that no one has heard of, except the ones who worked on it. Some of them have passed away during the construction of the building, and to make it more remarkable, they make these noises I talked about so people can pay attention to this hotel they died for. What a waste of life.
We're not left there. I know what it is.
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared of getting dirty. Oh shit.
Yeah. Can't do that.
No?
Yeah.
It f***ing seemed, mate, it f***ing stopped. Do you not hear it stop?
Stop, yeah. Come on, well, get out. I'm going because we've got to do tricks anyway.
They say the hotel was frequented by royalty. I don't know what they exactly mean by that, but it sounds cool and shit. But I think they are talking about the royal family. Well then, the Queen can finally bless those who worked on it now. Look, if you have anger issues, it's not a big deal as long as you keep it away from people around you. And here is an example of a man who has the ability to get his anger issues out without letting anyone notice. A man whose name is Steve, according to me. He works as a security guard on TikTok. He is invisible in the video, not because he is too cool to be seen, but none of the people who are talking are even visible. They all sat behind the camera. Since the account is named Mafia 300, they all try to act upon it. The camera holder is informing Steve on what's going on in that room. So you might be thinking, because you have nothing better to think about, what room are we talking about to begin with? What activity are they dealing with? Why does my mom always leave the house at midnight after she gives me the unknown vitamin that puts me to sleep for 10 hours or so? All beautiful and fuzzy. And now allow me to explain. Regarding your mom, if that's your case, she is a whore. And for the video, there is what seems to be a human-shaped figure in one of the offices standing awkwardly. He was actually standing naturally like any idiot would do, but since it's a horror channel, he has to be some kind of entity staring at someone's soul for TikTok views. I mean to send him a terrifying message. As if these people seeing this shit were so special and important to be sent messages from the other side. Steve, the security guard, went there to check, and since he is a TikTok type, instead of breaking into the room while something is happening inside that can't be explained, he just keeps knocking on the door and asks them with a Disney type of tone to open gently so he doesn't freak out if they open it too quickly. Regarding his anger issues, he was throwing shit in there, but acted as if he doesn't have to do anything with it.
The light just turned on. It looks like a hallway light.
Okay. The light, the unit I was just in?
No. From where I'm at, you remember where you seen them standing?
Yeah.
The light just turned off.
Okay.
It's still standing there. It looks sideways though. It looks like it's like
And what does it look like sideways?
the second one. Dude, it looks like two people in there.
2 people?
Yeah.
You're filming it?
Yeah.
And what do you see?
It looks like one just bent down.
Okay.
It's bending over. It looks like it's trying to pick up something.
What? Okay, dude, you're not talking to me. Can you
It's getting taller.
What?
Really tall.
What do you mean really tall?
It's getting tall. It's moving sideways. Like it's leaning back and forth.
You see it moving?
Yes.
Is it too tall to be a human? Security, I know you're in there. The fuck was that?
Yeah, what was that noise?
Dude, that was just behind me.
Was that like a fire alarm or something?
No, dude, it was a squeak noise. Like something just moved behind me. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Don't judge me. Security! I just want to talk. Security! I love this building. This building's so cool.
Did you throw that?
Throw what, dude? I just heard something.
Something just threw across the room.
What?
Dude, something just.
I'm outside the door. I don't have access to that unit.
I don't even think I got it on video. My phone was just angled up, but something just got thrown at the window.
Security, please open the door. I know you're in there.
Something just got thrown again.
No way, dude. I'm out. I'll be down in a minute. Does anything look broken, like glass? Alright, and you see this thing?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. What's happening with the lights? Because I'm looking
the lights are.
Hallway, and I can't see, I literally see nothing.
The lights are off right now. Oh, it just moved. It just moved.
No, it did not.
It just moved. It just moved.
I just heard a weird noise. Please don't tell me that as you said that.
Dude, it just moved.
It's either his wife who has been pressing him lately, which led him to act this way and start throwing stuff, or he was creating some chaos so the cameraman thinks something paranormal is happening. Here is a very random video that no one saw coming, as if anyone cares. And the video is just like any typical investigation. Then how didn't anyone see it coming? I don't know, don't press me, I'm having some hard times. So this is a clip from a long investigation that I have no idea where it comes from or who is the group doing it. So I'm just as stupid as you are in this case. It's an orphan video where there are two members talking to their dying friend on the walkie-talkie. Such a sad moment at an uncomfortable time. Like, didn't he have any better time to have his last call to say the last nonsense? He wasn't actually dying, but for me it was that, or he was saying some curses. And while he was saying things I couldn't understand, a board behind these two fell. Behind the fake blondie and the other dude. I actually forgot about the cameraman. He went to take a closer look, and somehow he couldn't explain how it happened and lost his words. Like, were you born yesterday? Haven't you ever seen a board slipping down before?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, no way. Wait. So move.
Okay, go there.
It just felt.
Yeah, it was. I think we got it on camera.
Oh, it was this big.
Where was that?
That was. Is that leaning up? I don't.
Where the heck was that?
Was it in between?
I don't know.
This is a large sewing board thing.
It wasn't in
Was
front of the dresser.
it wasn't in front of the dresser here. It was it in between, but for it to be at this angle, guys, look.
I don't,
There's no way it could fall out. There's no way it could. This I can't. This is. I'm getting chills now. This is weird.
Take a picture of it.
Guys, here, can you get my camera? Can my Polaroid? I want to get my Polaroid.
I have a very important thing to say. I have yellow boxers that look exactly like this lady's hair color, and that's not a compliment, 'cause it doesn't look good on her. Oh, before I forget, this is a Creepy Videos channel. Sometimes I see a video and I say to myself, I don't like the kind of cloth she is wearing. It's not getting me high, and the other one's face is distracting me. I got to change this shit. And sometimes I see a video and I like it. But unfortunately, it's too short. The second thing I said relates to paranormal videos. But you know what I said today? I said screw it. Why do I always look for a long video when I don't even last for more than 10 minutes? So here comes a very short video where a lady was doing something with her hands, and it was kinda suspicious. It was so suspicious some invisible energy dragged her head down in a position that gave me too much imagination. So here is the shot, which that guy will talk about to his kids and his grandkids. How I fell in love with your mother. She was in a weird situation, and I just acted like a man and held her between my arms. He took advantage. Imagine if she were his sister. If featuring a video that has nothing to do with forbidden content is a sin, this one is the definition for that. I hope I will be forgiven. This video, and in my very humble opinion, that isn't so humble. It has been set up in the most stupid way possible. It was so stupid my IQ level went up. After I finished the video, my old teacher called me to inform me of it. He talked about two things. He told me about the IQ thing, and then he started expressing his emotions to me. I told him I'm not gay, so he said we can work it out. I explained to him what hell is, and he started shouting and saying stuff that may get me in trouble here. He threatened me to lower my IQ again. So I said, don't bring your personal feelings into this. I watched the stupid video and I deserve this enhancement. So he broke down and we hung up. And while all this shit was happening, this guy, who lives in an apartment, which nowadays, instead of being considered a place to feel safe and spend your day in, it's now a place where you get scared and make videos about it. It all started when this man was in his bed. Or you know what? Screw it. The activity was like if there was a neighbor who lives secretly in your house. And I don't know how he is considered a neighbor if he doesn't have a place to stay in. So he is like a pet that you never wanted and you can't find him. Throwing the cups, flipping the tables, knocking on the doors, and touching the lights. He definitely has some special problems regarding the lights. He likes to touch it so much. And if I had a penny for every time I saw a cut, I would still be broke. I'm on the minus. It's really disturbing where I am financially.
mansione.
Oh, sono i riflessi non devo dei miei ragazzi.
I bet this man lags in his usual real life. Like he can't turn his neck without having a cut. Even in some unnecessary parts there was a cut. And why did he do the heavy breathing? You have waited all this long till you finally started breathing heavily. I breathe like that when I smell my own mouth in the morning. He don't even know how to breathe heavily. Everywhere I go, I see this video. It's like that line from Spider-Man Away From Home, when he was talking about Iron Man. The movie is more than 3 years old, and this was said in the trailer. So don't act stupid. He was talking about Iron Man, and I'm talking about this video man. So as I was searching on the internet, not in my backyard, I found that most of the compilation channels were featuring this damn clip. And I felt jealous. Why can't I feature it too and get away with it? But I had to know what was so special about it. And apparently the reason was somewhere laughable. Let me explain. Have you ever seen a shadow of someone? You most likely haven't, you lonely bastard. But here is your chance to see it. I'm trying to help you here. The other channels were pointing out a shot where the shadows of one of these creatures who looks like humans. But they are not, cause it's supposed to be a creepy video, and so they would be called mysterious entities. So one of them had his shadow passing on the wall, leading to some people thinking it's a shadow figure. Other than that, there was someone hiding somewhere and giving birth.
Shit, vad fan är det? Vänta. Det är någon som håller emot. Det är dum eller? Håll inte på. Nej, jag. Kim, du får gå först. Vad fan var det?
Alltså tänk om alla andra diabetes är döda. Jag har inte ut.
Kolla vad häftigt.
Det är skit.
Fan, vi. Vill du också dra det? Nej. Vadå dra? Det är alltså, du vet, det är sådana hund. Det är sådana skor som står. Håll käft. Det var som dörren stängdes. Det ligger sådana skor. Det är skor som ligger väldigt där. En jävla labyrint.
Vi går vidare upp. Vi går vidare hitåt.
Uppåt kommer vi ingenstans.
Jag hittar det.
Jag hittar det.
Jag vet inte.
Typ. Fan. Vad händer? Håller i det. Jag tror detta är sista gången. Stanna. Vi går igen. Fy fan. Det stannar. Det var riktigt läskigt. Släpp. Har du sett katt? Stanna tillsammans. Ja. Vad fan ska det?
Vem fan var det?
Men jag vet inte. Det är de andra tjejerna som blir rädda.
So here is the shot that may trick you, as if you were paying attention to be tricked in the first place. But let's say you were. Now here is a thing. What kind of secret language were they speaking? Have you ever had a dream that was so beautiful and so believable that you thought it was real life and you finally got what you deserve? Then somebody decides to invade your room screaming out loud, "Where is my supersuit?" And he would be talking about that one underwear that was able to survive his dirty ass and all his farts for years. It must have been the special one. So you wake up from that dream and break down in tears and shoot yourself. But that way you're over-exaggerating. Why did I talk about that? Oh, that's right. So we have a guy who has nothing to do with my stupid example except the sleeping part. He went to get some sleep and had a camera pointing at his private parts for some reason. And since we are talking about these kinds of videos, it has to be paranormal. Something had to happen that night. He laid on his deck, a special position I'm very familiar with. But in my case, I don't use it for sleep, but rather for other intentions I can't talk about. It seems like it was kind of the same with him, but the door just didn't let him. Now you might ask, since when do doors prevent people from sleeping? And since when does your mom hop on the bed after midnight? Since now. The door refused to stay shut. So our man, let's call him Mosen. Mosen went to check. And while he was out, something literally sneaked under the blanket, so when he lay back down, it could squeeze the juice out of his nuts. Mosin went back, trying to get some sleep, but it's the light's turn. If you know what I mean. It's the light turn. And lights do turn on or off. They say I should jump from a plane, but I don't like skydiving. I think they meant something else. In the end, Mosin was taken away, and the credibility after that shot was also taken away. The title of this video had the word mirror in brackets. So I was staring laser focused on the mirror the whole way through the video. I was so focused on it now I have staring issues. The other day I was walking down the streets and all of a sudden I got slapped. The woman was angry, shouting at me, but I couldn't understand why until I realized she thought I was staring at her. So we settled things down and went our path. But I also found out she had a squint. Then why did she shout? But I think I heard her say subscribe or something like that.